Hello Gemini, welcome to your reading and Happy New Year to you. It's the 6th of January 2026 and I'm going to do a general love tarot reading for you guys, see what's going on in love and relationships for you. Please take what resonates, leave what does not. If the messages fit, your intuition will let you know. So, let's see what's going on for Gemini in the world of love, relationships, connections, heart, matters of the heart. What do we have for Gemini? Messages for Gemini. Okay. Four of Pentacles just flipped out in reverse, holding on to something. Holding on to something. What else do we have? The Emperor in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. Not giving up on something. However, there's some sort of separation, breakdown here. Sorry, you can see my thing. I've got an itchy eye. Maybe that's a sign for something, or something's in it. I don't know. Woo. All right, so let's get down to business. Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, Two of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse. So some sort of disharmony or disconnection within a relationship, a connection, something to do with love and feelings. There's some sort of disharmony there. Two of Wands, delay, no progress, no direction, but holding on to something. The Emperor in reverse, possibly, I'm getting stubbornness here. Possibly dealing with someone that's a bit fiery, or someone that's not in their best energy at the moment. Someone who's possibly a little bit impulsive, aggressive, overly assertive. Let's have a look at that Emperor. Why is the Emperor here for... Right, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles just flipped out. Why is the Emperor here in reverse for Gemini in love? Why is the Emperor here for Gemini in love? Oh dear. Judgment in reverse. I'll take one for the Emperor. Okay. We'll look at Judgment that just flipped out in a minute. So the Emperor. Two of Pentacles. Trying to bring something or someone into balance, or someone's trying to get themselves into balance. Perhaps they're feeling, or you're feeling, a little bit up in the air and chaotic. I'm getting the energy of the cards are definitely chaotic as I'm shuffling them. Someone's needing to make a decision or awaken to something here, and they're not doing it, or someone's avoiding some sort of decision that needs to be made. Two of Wands in reverse. Why is the Two of Wands here in reverse for Gemini in love? The Devil in reverse. So again, there's that heavy kind of energy of trying to walk away from something, trying to release something, but kind of holding on, but trying to come away from it, trying to release it, but still kind of holding on. Not making a judgment call. Not awakening to something here, or struggling to realize something, or awaken something, or release something. Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is it here for Gemini in love? Knight of Wands in reverse. So some sort of, okay, so I'm getting toxicity here straight away. Some sort of impulsive. So you or someone you're dealing with could be in some sort of toxic energy at the moment. Impulsive, kind of risk-taking, impulsive behaviours. That they're trying to bring into balance, but somewhat struggling with. Perhaps they're going round and round in circles with this. Tell me about Judgment in reverse and why it's here for Gemini in love, please. The Magician in reverse. Self-doubt, not feeling you or someone is feeling like they haven't got kind of what it takes to create this or make this happen or make this change or bring this into reality. Also, possibly someone is on whatever side that is, there's some sort of trickery or deception or fears of trickery or deception or manipulation going on here. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why is it here for Gemini in love? Strength in reverse. Losing one's power over something. Not being able to deal with something. Not feeling courageous. Feeling doubtful. Feeling like they haven't got enough power, courage, determination to deal with this matter. Someone feels like they're losing a battle here. Queen of Pentacles. Why is it here for Gemini in love? King of Cups in reverse. Emotional imbalance, instability, up in the air. Not stable emotions, feelings are not stable. This is a very chaotic little first row of cards, I'm afraid to say, Gemini. Let's hope it gets better, eh? Let's keep going and see what light we can shed on this. Just give me a moment. So let's have a look at the Devil. I'm getting that someone hasn't got any, they're all over the place. There's no direction. They're just very chaotic. Perhaps in their habits or their behaviours or their mood, perhaps. Tell me about the Devil. Why is he here for Gemini in love in his reverse energy? What does Gemini need to know about the Devil in love? Nine of Cups. That's the card of emotional fulfillment. Who's making excuses for someone here? Who's making excuses for someone and saying, yeah, well, you know, yeah, that it's not always the best of times, but, you know, they make me happy. Who's got a bit of that going on? Who's not awakening to the reality of a situation? Strength in reverse. Why is it here for Gemini in love? Temperance in reverse. Imbalance, disharmony, excess, extremism. Why do I get the feeling I'm going to get the same energy throughout this reading, Gemini? I've been getting that a lot for readings. I've got this channel and I've also got another channel that I do general, non-specific, not love-specific readings. Behind the Moon Tarot, if you want to check it out. But over all the readings that I've been doing as we've come into the new year and I've sort of started up readings again, it's just this very, very stuck energy I'm getting here for a lot of the signs. Very stuck, very repetitive. It's like being stuck in the same energy for a lot of you guys. King of Cups in reverse. Why is he here for Gemini in love? Judgment in reverse. There you go. Repetitive synchronicities. Like the universe is screaming at us here. I mean, me included, you know, I'm human. it's like the universe is screaming at us to wake up and make changes, because repeating, going round and round in circles, you know. But we're all kind of, or where some of us are stuck in this cycle, toxic cycle, or repetitive cycle, or stagnant cycle with no change and no, you know, resisting change, resisting transformation, resisting endings. I'm getting that very much at the moment. And it's a new year as well. Aren't we just meant to magically begin again in the new year? Excuse my sarcasm. I'm somewhat hormonal today. So someone's in self-doubt, resisting a change, doubting that they have the you know, the courage, the strength, just the will to deal with this. Tower in reverse just flipped over. Avoiding disaster, delaying the inevitable, fear of change, stagnation. Thank you, Spirit. Avoiding a tower moment, avoiding that point of transformation, not wanting to deal with it. Tell me about temperance in reverse, why it's here for Gemini in love. 7 of Cups in the upright. Choices, options, fantasy and imagination, and letting your imagination run wild with you. And, you know, sizing up the fantasy from the reality. What's true and what's not? What's real here? What's reality? What's the truth of the matter? Not knowing what to do, what option to take, how to go about something. A chaotic mind full of everything. 2 of Pentacles. Why is it here for Gemini in love? The Star. Remaining hopeful, having faith and hope that something will become better. Maybe you're stagnant and resisting change because you're hoping and having hope and faith that this situation will turn around and become better. Hoping that this situation will become balanced again and in a more positive place. Tell me about the Star. Why is it here for Gemini in love? The Lovers. I'm getting up and down. I'm getting quite intense energy. Quite a strong... kind of a strong, passionate connection, but not completely healthy. Quite up and down. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's, yeah, it's shocking. Or, sorry if that came out a bit strong, but you know, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. The extremities of both extremes. You know, when it's good, it's really good. It's passionate. It's, you know, maybe loving but very intense. And when it's bad, it's, yeah, well, I think I've explained that one enough. 9 of Cups. Why is it here for Gemini in love? King of Pentacles in reverse. Some sort of instability here. Well, very much so, an instability here. But is it something to do with money? Does someone spend too much money? Or is there just some sort of overindulgence here with whatever that may be? Knight of Wands. Is there some sort of excessive indulgence here? Knight of Wands. Why is it here for Gemini in love? Knight of Wands. I knew that was going to come out. I just saw it in my mind before it came out. That's been happening a lot as well. In my reads, I've been seeing the card in my mind before they come out. Now I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm not saying I'm some great tarot reader or anything, but I am quite intuitive, and I'm more of a visionary type of reader. I see things kind of in my mind before they come out. I guess clairvoyant, you could say. Knight of Wands. That's, yeah, fiery energy, and it's come out to clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse. One upright, one in reverse, up and down, chaotic, impulsive, kind of never quite know how it's going to go, how it's going to turn out, how they're going to be. Perhaps this is just a very fiery, passionate sort of relationship that's, you know, one minute you're in the throes of passion with each other, the next minute, well, you're kind of at each other's throats. Not literally, but, you know, the passion is heated and the conflict is heated, sort of thing. Cats and dogs. Tell me about the Magician. Why is he here in the reverse for Gemini in love? There's that Two of Wands again in reverse. And nothing seems to be moving forward. Nothing seems to be changing. I seem to be going round in circles. As I said, I'm just getting the same repetitive energy. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Why is he here twice in the upright and reverse for Gemini in love? Three of Wands in reverse, lack of progress, failure, setbacks, delays, lack of change. Queen of Cups just flipped over in the reverse. Instability, mood swings. King of Cups is in reverse. Queen of Cups is in reverse. Not a very balanced energy at all. All right, let's do one more row of clarification, and then I'm not quite sure how I'm going to take this read. Tell me about the Tower. What is it in the love situation for Gemini that's being avoided? Tell me about the Tower in reverse and why it's here for Gemini in love. Tell me about the Tower in reverse and why it's here for Gemini in love. Tell me about the Tower in reverse, why it's here for Gemini in love. Four of Cups. Because someone here is hoping that things will change within this relationship, connection, however, whatever level it's at for you. Someone's hoping that it will change, and they're not wanting to move forward because they want this to change. But how long have you been waiting for change? Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Why is it here for Gemini in love? The Magician in the upright. Wanting to create, wanting to make a change, manifest a positive change. Trying to find that power, trying to find that self-confidence. You know, I can do this. This can turn around. Or just wanting to make a change for new, make a kind of get out of this stagnant energy with no progress, and wanting to move forward in some way, perhaps not in this, or if not in this current situation, then going forward to, you know, a new situation, closing a chapter and moving on and creating what it is that will be better aligned for you. Tell me about the Lovers. And that is your card, Gemini. So I'm going to say that you're very kind of intensely connected to this person. Why is the Lovers here for Gemini in love? Why is the Lovers here for Gemini in love? Two of Wands in reverse again. You're not seeing change here, as connected as you are and as much as you feel, you know, a connection and an attachment perhaps to this person and passion, and, you know, you're not seeing change. You're not seeing a change of direction. You're not seeing anything going forward. And perhaps this is the realization that you need to come to, or you're about to come to, or you're at that point at the moment. King of Pentacles in reverse. Why is he here for Gemini? The Moon. Trying to find some clarity here, some truth. Feeling like perhaps something is hidden. Not seeing the truth of the matter. Or perhaps you're choosing not to see the truth of the matter. Perhaps that's something else that's being avoided. Not wanting to see the truth. Pretending that you don't see the reality of the situation, perhaps. Three of Wands in reverse. Why is the Three of Wands here in reverse for Gemini in love? Ten of Pentacles. So this could involve family, perhaps. This could be a more kind of long-term connection or relationship, or perhaps a marriage that involves family and perhaps shared, you know, assets, finances, or just I'm getting it's possibly not just about you and your person. There's other people involved. Or that you have a certain amount of stability in this relationship. Maybe financial stability or comforts, you know, a house or however that is for you. Queen of Cups in reverse. Why is she here for Gemini in love? Knight of Wands. Again. So, more fiery energy, up and down, and that keeps coming back to me. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's really bad. Not really bad. I don't want to like put any sort of serious accusations on anything here. I don't know what goes on behind your closed doors, so take it as a general energetic read, which is exactly what it is. But perhaps the passion is that good, and that's kind of what keeps you, and the good parts are really good, and that's enough to kind of keep you or them in this. I'm getting that there's different factors here. Could be to do with family and material comforts or material stability. Could be to do with kind of an intense physical relationship that kind of keeps you together. Also, yeah, I think, yeah, so a couple of things that keep you kind of stuck in the current situation. But yeah, let's keep going a minute. Tell me about the Four of Cups for Gemini in love. Eight of Swords. Not knowing what to do, being somewhat stuck in your mind, limiting beliefs, or feeling limited in your confidence to kind of deal with something here or deal with the situation. The Magician in the upright. Why is he here for Gemini in love? Seven of Wands. Feeling determined. Okay, so someone's determined here. Determined to make a change. Determined to find a resolution. Determined to turn this situation around. What's that just flipped over? The Hermit in reverse. So, feeling isolated. I'm definitely getting this emotional detachment here somewhere. Feeling isolated. Or someone's isolating themselves, kind of shutting down emotionally. I'm going to put that there because that's where I think it comes from. Two of Wands. Why is it here for Gemini? Again, twice I think it's here for Gemini in love. What is it about the Two of Wands in the reverse energy that Gemini needs to know? Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, there's that emotion, that kind of, someone's not dealing with their feelings here. Someone's shutting out, being a bit cold, not opening up. Perhaps that's you, Gemini. Perhaps you're kind of shutting off from this a bit, not dealing with it, not wanting to deal with it. The Moon. Why is it here for Gemini in love? Ten of Cups in reverse again. Yeah, that shut off, kind of cut off, emotionally detached, not wanting to deal with this. Ten of Pentacles. Why is it here for Gemini in love? The Sun in reverse. Someone's feeling unhappy, you or them. It's an unhappy sort of feeling, a dark sort of, you know, someone's joy is being robbed here. It's just not a very happy situation from looking at the energy. Knight of Wands, he's here, what, 3 times for Gemini. What is the message that you are trying to give Spirit about the Knight of Wands? Or is it just exactly that, the up and down fiery energy? What is it that Gemini needs to know about the Knight of Wands? Five of Wands, yeah, conflict and heated conflict, heated kind of that fiery energy, up and down, conflicted and heated arguments, heated, you know. I don't think I need to, I haven't used those, so even there. I don't think I need to clarify any further here, because as I said, I'm getting the same kind of repetitive energy. What I am going to do is just put them into their suits, just to see if there's anything final that I can get for you, sort of visionary to look at as I look at them in their suits and get, I mean, I kind of see the overall energy here, but you know, just because it's what I do. So just give me a moment. I'm going to pause, put these into their suits, and then I'll be back. Yeah, so pretty much the same. There's a lot of fiery energy here. It's very up and down. It's quite impulsive. It's possibly also to do with a connection that is possibly more casual, or has been casual, but there was hope that it would become more, and it's possibly been going on for a while. Someone's very shut off here, from feelings, from emotion, from kind of almost like it's as soon as kind of emotions are on the table, it's shut down. Um, Very emotionally detached, but very fiery, very passionate, possibly someone that wants more of a casual connection without any deep kind of emotional involvement. Um, I see, kind of a toxic cycle going round and round in circles here, and needing to see the truth of the matter and make a judgment call here, and, you know, deciding if there is, how long are you kind of going to go around in the same cycle for, um, and needing to find the courage and your inner power to deal with this, to walk away from this if this is not making you happy. So that's pretty much what I'm getting for you, Gemini. And obviously, this is the energy, and until this is resolved and dealt with, the energy won't change. It will just keep going round and round in the same energy until some sort of resolution or resolve is found. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Good luck with it. I wish you all the best, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.